So welcome to another after action review of trading performance. My name is Thomas. Today is the 8th day of the ninth month of the year 2025. Today I started with a new trading system, at least changed a couple of rules. I figured out that I have a tendency to overtrade, so I adopted some filters to kind of stay out of the shop and everything. So let's go see how I did. So this is the first 15 trades. Yeah, there we go. So 15 trades, I'm down about minus 1.26 hours, so nothing really big. Max R was 1.81, minimum was minus 1.03, which is good. That means I didn't take losses bigger than 1 hour. What's I think the most important part of this whole chart as of right now is that the average win is bigger than the average loss. So even if I had a 50-50 coin flip system with a greater average win than an average R, then I'm profitable long term. So I think that's just something that I'm just going to be focusing on, getting better with it. It's a new system, so I don't really beat myself up. I just see it as feedback. So we had 60% losses, 40% wins. Here's some cumulative R's, average R's. Here's the histogram for anybody who wants to see it. Oh, let's go look at the trades. This is probably the best. Just gonna close this. So this is JPM or JP Morgan. So again, I kind of just really broke down the system into basic patterns, no WMB3 or 123 or so shit like that. Just wanted to keep it simple. So here's NSSC right from the start. Easy, get in when price crosses the PSAR, it goes up, sells off. I take a no lose position for 2. There's a CATA 2 reentry right over here. I take it. Again, same thing. Then the RL10 reverses, goes down. As we can see, we have a high, a lower high. So this is a CATA 2 short right over here. It pays off big time, goes all the way down. I had a second position here, but it reverses. So I lose about 0.27 R here, and I gain about 1.81 R from the first position. So let's say about 1.5. Then I immediately stop and reverse because I see this huge sell-off in an SSC. And then it just goes into a sideways quiet channel, then breaks down. So I take about a minus 1.03 R loss. So overall, plus 0.71 R. Let's see what I thought about my daily debriefing. So I think I traded like a B plus, given the new rule set. I followed it. Improvements. I mean, this is something that's I think already happened to me a couple times, where the SSC, it goes into a sideways quiet channel and it just mucks around. I don't know if maybe I should add something about the rule about if it goes for 10 bars into a sideways quiet channel, I can just get out of it. Maybe just scratch it or something. That makes a lot of sense to me, and then just wait for the directional move. So I think that's something that I will be implementing in the future. I just want to make sure this is very basic. So self coaching, I really like to stop and reverse this no bias kind of move. That's great. I also love the stop and reverse here, but I think this is just too long here. But otherwise, yeah, otherwise pretty good, I think. Oh, it's only like this. Lol. Okay. All right, let's go look at XLF. So the financial sector, here we go. Yeah. So big sell-off from the start. I take a CATA 2, CATA 2, excuse me, a collapsing dragon. That doesn't work. It reverses. I immediately stop and reverse, take the SSC long. So I'm really happy with that trade. Not just because that it ended well, but just because the result was favorable. But most importantly, about the not having the directional bias, something that I really wanted to improve on. It's fine. So here's the SSC. I get it about here, 1.75 R. I couldn't add a second position because my position size was too big. It wouldn't allow for 2 positions on XLF and then a position on JPM. So that was that. Here, for anybody who fucking doesn't think that this is an RL10 wiggle, my perfectionist part, as you can see the little divot and then the kind of so this is a CATA 2, very small one, subtle, but my perfectionist part said you better take that motherfucker. So I said, all right, I'll take it. The thing that I didn't have to take is the other one, because while this price goes through the RL10, this CATA 2 should go through this price, and it doesn't. I had the decision to either have the entry point here or above. And for whatever reason, I just wanted to get the early entry, so I put it here. Now I know that I should be putting it above because price really needs to go through this RL10 to make it a valid signal. So this second trade, I think, was definitely a mistake. No doubt about that. So fine. So two times I try, it doesn't work. That's fine. I stop in reverse on, or yeah, I theoretically stop in reverse on a kata too short again. High, lower high, kata too short. As you can see, there's a really big gap between the kind of the no-brainer short, which would be around here somewhere or here. So this is a really nice entry. It holds at the VWAP, and then I take the kata to long. Again, we have a low, higher low, so that's a kata 2. It's not an SSC, but it's a kata 2. I get in, and again, it's the same thing as always. As in the last couple of trades, just just mucking around. Z3 lines compress, and I just take a -1R loss. So overall, I think with the SSC cleanup and with this, it's like when I think about it, with the -1R from this, -1R from JPM, and maybe this, it's like minus like 2.75 R. So that would definitely be a winning day. And I think it's really not that hard. Like otherwise, it was fine. So I mean, maybe I'm just results oriented. Who knows? So let's look at the daily debriefing. I think this was like a B. I don't know why. I feel kind of when I looked at it, I think it felt like a B plus. Okay, maybe the Kata 2, but it felt well. So yeah, the Kata 2 second entry was not a breakout of that all 10. That's definitely something to improve on. SSC final trade, maybe get out in time with some rule set, obviously. Silk coaching, I love the stop in reverse here at the start. Awesome. Try the Kata 2. Tried it 2 times, don't overtrade. Yeah, just don't keep firing. So I'm happy that I just tried it once, twice, and got out. Maybe the second time was like I said. Just something feedback. I love the stop in reverse short. Awesome. Love the stop in SSC. Sure. Cut it after some bars or when the Z3 lines pinch. Don't stay wrong, too wrong. That makes a lot of sense. And then the last couple, I mean, this is just one last trade that I had at the end, and I didn't even do like a daily debriefing or anything. It was just one trade at the end. It was like 8 o'clock, 2 hours before the close, and I was just looking for some other signals because I still wanted to trade. I still had the will, and there was a huge sell-off, so I just took the SSC. It mucked around towards the end. From about here, I was allowed to use discretion, even though it had already made a no lose position for 2, so I just took a 0.5 R. Yeah, I was thinking about taking a 1 R because of the result of the day, but 0.5 R was okay. I wanted to give it some more room, and that was that. And then I think Google, yeah, or Alphabet. Sorry. That's the last one. This was kind of a little bit chop that I got into. I was trading this at the same time that I got into Avgo. Yeah, so just a huge sell-off, and the sequence is like this. So I try to go for the long. The reason is I'm looking for a return to the VWAP. I definitely had 2 to 1. So that doesn't work. It reverses, goes down. I still have enough to erase that, so I go short. That doesn't work. It reverses. I go long again to try for the long one more time, and then it reverses, and I just give up. I didn't want to go short that one because I was kind of aiming for the VWAP magnet towards the end of the day. So 3 trades, minus 1.2 R, 1.21 R. That's fine. I don't really mind it. I think this is good. Tried the once, tried it twice, gave up, didn't chase. I'm happy that I didn't chase. That was really good, especially when the Z3 line pinch. So that's the trading day for today. Thanks you guys for watching. I'll get better. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for watching, and I'll get better. And given the feedback, I'll just get better. That's probably it. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.